What's up, Taiwan? I'm Eric Gao, bringing you the news from here in Taiwan and around the world. A Taipei social housing block is causing fresh controversy. Though just 4 years old, the building has extensive problems, especially water damage from leaks. As John Van Trieste reports, residents are worried they may be stuck with a hefty repair bill.
Mr. R shows off a makeshift rain-catching device he's invented to deal with constant water leaks through his window frame. With a coveted place in a brand new government-built apartment for lower-income people, he might have counted himself lucky. But at just 4 years old, his $44 million building, the Dalong Xincheng building, is already plagued with problems. There are cracks in the walls. A recent electrical storm tore off outside tiling and raised questions about the building's lightning protection. And constant leaks after rain are part of life for residents here, with one rooftop flood last year even taking the elevator offline. This is far beyond the scope of DIY repairs.
漏了再修，修了再漏，一直到现在也修不好，还叫我们付钱，很奇怪、很不合理的事情。
As a Taipei city project, the building has become a lightning rod of its own in city politics. City Councilor Chen Yijun of the ruling Democratic Progressive Party says residents have gotten notices announcing they'll have to split an $80,000 bill to fix up the building. She's blaming the mayor, who belongs to the opposition Kuomintang, for the issue.
蒋万安真的不应该让这些住户再花任何的1毛钱。你们没有一个好的房子还给民众，现在却要民众付255万的修缮费用，这简直是吃人够够。
But the mayor says that's not actually what's going to happen, pointing out the fact that the building also houses a public marketplace. He says they might be able to absorb some of these costs.
对于新增设施的整体优化，我想这个部分相关费用上述也会持续跟管委会来讨论。
Until there's a resolution, the building stands ready for the next rainstorm to soak its walls and ceilings. The city says it will take on the costs of repairs, and that its offices will discuss the matter of so-called improvements with the building's management. But what is an improvement versus a repair? And just what kind of bill may residents end up being saddled with? These are questions that still don't have answers. Justin Wu and John Van Trieste in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan is making advances in AI, but some labor unions are concerned that this might not be good for everyone. The National Science and Technology Council expects to spend over $1 billion within the next 5 years on the AI sector. The council believes AI integration in the tech industry will increase its value 10 times over. However, labor groups are urging regulators to consider the impact of AI on the job market.
我们必须要去面对包括数位转型，包括公正转型，不只是低薪的风险还有包括说因为这些科技所可能导致的新的风险。
A Chinese rapper has been denied entry to Taiwan after referring to the country as part of China. Wang Yitai was planning to perform in Taiwan in September, but Taiwan rejected his application after seeing social media posts promoting his shows in, quote, Taipei, China. China considers Taiwan part of its territory, a position that Taiwan rejects. Officials say the singer's posts were unacceptable and violated entry rules. Israel and the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah have signaled that they are pulling back from their most intense exchange of fire in months. As Rosie Greninger reports, this comes as countries around the world try to prevent a large-scale war in the Middle East.
Tentative calm is restored, with Israel and Lebanese militia Hezbollah signalling an end to the most intense trade of fire seen between the two groups in months. On Sunday, Israeli forces sent over 100 fighter jets to Lebanon, striking what they say were rockets and weapons Hezbollah was planning to attack Israel with. The militant group then launched hundreds of rockets and drones towards Israel, an offensive Hezbollah says is in response to the killing of its top commander, Fuad Shukar, in July. 3 people in Lebanon and 1 Israeli naval officer were killed in the exchange. Israel saying they've had no significant damage, but warning they'll respond to any more attacks.
אנחנו מכים בחיזבאללה במהלומות מחץ מפתיעות. לפני 3 שבועות אנחנו חיסלנו את הרמטכ"ל שלו, היום סיכלנו את תוכנית התקיפה שלו, ואני חוזר ואומר, זה לא סוף פסוק.
The exchange of fire marks a major escalation in the conflict between Iran-backed Hezbollah and US-backed Israel, who've been trading daily fire since Israel began its assault in Gaza. Hezbollah, which supports Palestinian militant group Hamas, says they're trying to pressure Israel to end its aggression in Gaza. Hezbollah's leader says their attack was successful, but warns there could be further strikes.
كانت النتيجة مرضية وتحقق الهدف المقصود فنحن بنعتبر أنه عملية رد على اغتيال الشهيد القائد الحاج محسن سيد محسن واستهداف الضاحية قد تمت. وإذا لم تكن النتيجة في نظرنا كافية فسنحتفظ حاليا لأنفسنا بحق رد حتى وقت آخر.
It comes amid ceasefire talks in Egypt, and Hezbollah says they aim to show that Hamas allies will continue fighting for an end to the war in Gaza. Amid fears the latest conflict between Israel and Hezbollah could escalate into a wider regional war, the US has been increasing its military presence in the region.
We are feverishly working in Cairo as we speak with our team and the teams of the other mediators, as well as with the Israelis, to get to a ceasefire and hostage deal along the framework that President Biden laid out, to get calm between Israel and along that border between Israel and Lebanon, and ultimately to get to a broader circumstance of regional stability.
Those talks ended on Sunday without a final agreement, but lower-level negotiations will continue in the coming days as stakeholders attempt to end the war in Gaza and stunt any more escalation in the region. Dolphine Chen and Rosie Greninger for TaiwanPlus.
A Chinese Coast Guard ship has rammed a Philippine fishing vessel in the South China Sea. Manila says the Chinese ship fired water cannons and intentionally hit one of its vessels. The Philippine ship was taking fuel and food to fishers in the South China Sea. Beijing says the Philippine vessel was attempting to illegally enter waters near the Sabina Shoal. That's an area both countries claim as their territory. It's the latest in a series of sea and air confrontations between the two countries in the contested waters. At least 36 people have died in 2 bus crashes in northeast and southwest Pakistan. Dozens of others have been injured. The 2 accidents occurred just hours apart, with both buses losing control and plunging into ravines. Bus accidents are common in Pakistan, caused by equipment failures, reckless driving, and treacherous terrain. At least 13 people are dead and 2 injured after mudslides in Indonesia over the weekend. Rescuers are still searching for survivors after dozens of people were buried in North Maluku province. Local officials are warning residents to be on guard, with more rain forecast for the coming days. Ongoing violence against women and girls has increased demand for female martial arts classes in Indonesia. Bryn Thomas takes a look at how women from the Muslim-majority country are getting fit, blowing off steam, and learning to fight back.
After years of being repeatedly attacked and physically abused by her husband, Rani Marant is learning Muay Thai, a style of kickboxing to defend herself.
Ya, boxing, karena saya pernah ada di physical abuse yang saya tidak bisa melawan. Nah, sekarang akhirnya saya punya pelampiasan itu dan saya punya skillnya.
Rani is one of a growing number of women in Indonesia learning mixed martial arts and Muay Thai. The rising popularity of combat sports among women in the Muslim-majority country has seen an explosion in demand for female instructors.
Lagi banyak banget orang yang nyari guru Muay Thai, guru private Muay Thai, karena kan ada yang orang enggan sama coach laki-laki kan ya, jadi dia lebih leluasa kalau sama coach perempuan.
While most Indonesian women in combat sports are there to get some exercise and blow off some steam, others are there to learn to defend themselves. 1 in 4 women in Indonesia will experience sexual or physical abuse in their lifetime, with cases including attempted and marital rape, forced abortion, and incest. The country's Commission on Violence Against Women reported around 290,000 cases of gender violence in 2023, a 12% decrease from 2022. That small drop in the rate of violence corresponds with the country's passing of a sexual abuse law in 2022, a law that defines sexual abuse inside and outside of marriage, officially recognizing spousal rape. But the Commission warns that underreporting means the actual number of cases of sexual violence is far higher.
Untuk kasus kekerasan seksual, masih banyak masyarakat kita yang menganggap itu sebagai sesuatu yang aib, memalukan untuk yang perempuannya. Karena itu juga banyak keluarga yang kemudian memutuskan sudah, kalau bisa kita handle, nggak perlu kita kasih tahu seluruh dunia anak kita pernah mengalami kekerasan seksual.
Researchers say female students between 18 and 24 years old are the most likely to experience sexual violence, and the perpetrators are most likely to be their former or current male partners. Muay Thai coaches hope to empower women by giving them the skills they need to fight back and the courage they need to speak up.
Dari belajarnya sendiri aja sebenarnya mentalnya itu terbentuk. Jadi yang tadinya orangnya yang pemalu, pendiam, jadi dia udah bisa untuk buka suara juga loh gitu lah. Jadi gimana ya, yang mentalnya yang tadinya ciut, terus kalau ada apa-apa dia bisa memberanikan diri loh untuk membela dirinya sendiri.
As government efforts to curb gender violence and protect women make gradual progress in Indonesia, women here are taking matters into their own hands and learning to protect themselves. Howard Chang and Bryn Thomas for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's Sun Zhen has taken the top spot at a breakdancing competition in Slovakia. Known as Quake in the breaking community, Sun beat out his Ukrainian competitor Raptor in the finals. Sun says he wants to make it big in the breakdancing world so he can help promote Taiwan. He represented the country at the Paris Olympics earlier this month, and he's going to compete in Portugal later this week. Taiwan missed its chance to take home the Little League World Series title after losing to a U.S. team in the finals. The team from Lake Mary, Florida beat Taiwan 2-1 to secure the championship. Taiwan had a 1-0 lead until the end of the 6th inning when Lake Mary tied the game and later scored a winning hit. It's the closest Taiwan's team has gotten to the championship in 15 years.
虽然冠军赛那一场输了，很可惜，就差一个出局数。但是我们要把这些悲伤化为前进的动力，到国中继续加油。虽然冠军赛输掉了，但是还很开心，可以和队友创造这个美好的回忆。
A community hub in Taichung is helping older people find happiness and a little extra cash with the help of some feathered friends. Sandy Chi has this report.
A bit of love and care for these chickens. These feathered friends are a source of happiness for many elderly people here in the mountains around Taichung in central Taiwan.
给它抚摸哈，这样才会生蛋。我有唱歌给它听了，哦，这个就会培养感情这样，所以说。 我们进去，哇，它会认主人了。
The chickens have brought comfort and joy to older people here, particularly 66-year-old Wu Shide. Once a manual laborer, he fell ill in his 40s, making it difficult to support his family. By the time he was 50, he was no longer able to work at all. But a local support group soon helped him find a new purpose in life. The planned community hub provides older people with opportunities to look after and raise chickens, and the chance to earn a little extra cash.
你知道那种开心是不是单单那个钱，是身为人的价值，就是他不但他有收入，那他还可以帮助家庭，还可以做他想要做的事情。
Wu originally began raising chickens to support himself financially, selling eggs and earning around $180 a month.
用唱歌的方式说：“鸡宝宝，鸡宝宝，赶快生蛋！阿公没有钱哦，你赶快生蛋哦！”我说我要用钱，我就用唱的。
But raising his chickens soon turned into something much more meaningful.
我们这残障人士整天在家里窝着，可以讲说这个鸡在救我的生命一样。人啊，心里快乐就是良药嘛。这里蛮多人。
Wu is just one of over 100 elderly people who visit the community hub. While not everyone here has the opportunity to become a chicken farmer like Wu, they all come away with a few new feathery friends and a lot of joy. Chris Ma and Sunny Chi for TaiwanPlus.
Thanks for joining us here on What's Up Taiwan. Grab our app to get more of our stories directly on your mobile device. Finally, check out this corgi racing event in Lithuania with more than 100 corgis from across Europe participating. They're so derpy. I'm Eric Gao. Take care. See you next time.